Hello, my Doke family, and welcome. Welcome to the K through 3rd special education class. My name is Miss Gillum, and I'm going to be your teacher this year, and I am so excited to have each of you. Today we're going to be discussing what the expectations are. And within the expectations, there are expectations for each of you students as well as me as your teacher. I feel it is important to hold myself just as accountable as I do each of you. So I've created the handout, which I will email and pass out, but I will also be going over these expectations as well as a little more detailed as to why these are my specific expectations. So my expectations as your teacher. I will create a welcoming, predictable classroom where every child feels safe to try to learn. This is so important, especially in special education. A lot of times our students tend to be harder on themselves because they don't feel as if they're developing as quickly as their peers. But that's okay. I want them to understand that everyone has their own, time schedule. We don't all learn everything overnight, and there's nothing wrong with that. So we're going to celebrate the wins. The next is I will teach routine and expectations explicitly and model them daily. Routine is key in special education. I'm going to make sure that your students have a set schedule to follow because that routine setting every day is going to improve academics, it's going to improve them emotionally, mentally, all of those things. Having a routine in special education is very, very key. I will provide differentiated instruction and support so that each student can access lessons on their level. As you guys know, this is K through 3. I'm going to have some in the K who are further along than maybe the 2 and 3, and vice versa, and that is okay. I'm going to figure out where your child stands and where he is at or she, and I am going to accommodate to that accordingly. Next, I will communicate regularly and respectfully with families, paraprofessionals, and service providers about progress and needs. Of course, we do IEP meetings. Of course, we can do other meetings outside of IEP meetings. Hopefully, there's no behavioral issues or manifestations, but if it comes to that, you will already know that it has come to that. I believe thoroughly in communication with the whole team, and the parents are a part of that team. So yes, we will be communicating all year. And lastly, for some of my expectations for me as a teacher, I will use data and observation to adjust instruction and behavior supports quickly and fairly. I take data all year. I take data from the very beginning because I need to know where your child is starting, where they're progressing, where they're learning, where they're heading. So yes, I will be taking data. And if you have any questions, anything you want to see, anything you want me to share, I will be more than happy. I'm just an email or phone call or scheduled visit away. Now let's get into the classroom expectations for the kiddos. Me as a teacher, I have expectations, but each of our students as well has some expectations that they need to uphold to. For us students, we follow classroom routines. Listen when others speak. Follow directions the first time and move safely. These are some of the key and most important things that we can do. Listen. Just listening in itself can help ensure the safety and everything that follows. So always listen. If we don't understand, we ask. If I'm giving you directions or I'm giving you something that needs to be done, there's a reason for that. It's because I'm trying to keep you safe. I'm trying to keep you on track. I'm trying to help you learn and grow as a student. So if I give you certain expectations, there's a reason for that. It is to help you thrive this year. Next, we show respect to everyone by using kind words, gentle hands, and sharing materials. I do not tolerate bullying. I do not tolerate disrespect. All of us are equals and we are all going to be treated as such. And this just extends to the entire school. If I see anybody bullying my students or my students bullying anyone else, we will be dealing with that appropriately. We try our best. We ask for help. Keep trying when the work is hard and celebrate effort. This can be a challenging year, yes. but it can be the most rewarding year as well. I'm going to celebrate with you, I'm going to learn with you, and I'm going to grow with you. I'm new too. This is my first year too, and I am new, and I'm so excited to grow and to learn with you all. And yes, we are going to celebrate the victories, and we are going to get through the difficulties together. And last, for our kids, we use classroom tools and technology responsibly and only with permission and supervision. And this goes without saying, there are safety concerns, staples and scissors and all of those things. These things, you know, there's certain materials that we can use, certain ones we cannot use. I will be supervising that with the other aides. I will be, you know, we will be doing what is safe and what best accommodates our students based on their needs. Okay. Next, in my handout is the positive behavior supports. We have proactive supports, explicit teaching of expectations, visual schedules, checklists, choice boards, sensory breaks, and short structure transitions. Again, this goes back to where I was saying schedule, routine. All of those things are so key in developing this transition to school. Some of them, this is their first time ever doing anything like this, because some of us are going to be in kindergarten. So we have all of these things in place to help your student thrive. Reinforcement. This is immediate specific praise. Token systems like tickets or clips. I have the sticker chart. For effort at meeting expectations, weekly class rewards, and individual recognition for progress. For my class rewards, I have the treasure box system. I also am going to be doing the class desk pets. I also have like individual notes and individual, as I see something good happening, to give to them individually. And it's not set to one specific thing. It's not like, oh, you got 100 here. Oh, you were being a good friend. Let me show you that that's something that we do, and let's appreciate that, and let's celebrate that. Tiered supports, small group skills instruction, like social stories, role play, collaborative behavior plans with paraeducators, and individualized accommodations. Visual cues, modify tasks as needed. This also, everybody has an IEP. Everybody's IEP is individualized to them, and everybody's IEP is private to them. But I know what those modifications are, what those accommodations are, and it is my job to make sure that every single kid has those things. Scale consequences. Progressive, instructional, and restorative. Reminder and reteach. Brief private reminder of the expectation and a quick practice. We will go over things and we will re-go over them. We'll go over them and do things like exit tickets and things like that. And if they're not even at that level, then we'll just, we'll do it step by step. Privilege pause. Lots of non-essential privilege. Example, choice time plus reteaching the expected behavior. Behavior is going to be into our schedule this year. Behavior, we're going to go over behavior. We're going to go over emotion. We're going to go over all of that, because that is a very key component in SPED. Because I'll have your kids all day, because this is the CDC part. So I will have them all day. So I will be going through behaviors, through manners, through all of the things that they need. Restorative response, repair steps, apologize, fix what's broken, practice replacement skills, and a short reflection with teacher support. And this is where we steal somebody's toy, or we jerk something on their hand, or we break their pencil because it's prettier than ours, or whatever the case may be. We are going to go back through that behavior and what we should have done, and we're going to act it out. We're going to actually not just say, okay, you should have done this. We're going to act it out so that they can visually see what they should have done and understand the difference in response with me as well as with their peers. Team-based planning, repeated or serious behavior prompts, parents, guardian contract, and a meeting to create a consistent plan with pro-educators and related service providers. Consider formal behavior support documentation as needed. Again, we're going to work as a team this year. So if there's anything that you all need, you let me know. But we will be working as a team. We'll be having an IEP meeting, all these things as a team. And then consequences focus on teaching replacement behaviors, consistency across adults, and maintaining student dignity. So yes, we are going to try to push for positive reinforcement and disengage and just discourage the negative. Okay. And again, I will share this handout at open house and with families via email, and I will review expectations with the paraprofessionals and service providers each quarter. Please contact me with concerns or ideas so we can support each student together. Thank you, and I cannot wait to start this year.